settle for management that actually considers walking the walk to match its talk. All the blog and apt messages about being nice, acting like you care, people first, accepting others, and communications are only words if leadership thinks their role is satisfied by weekly posts of gospel, followed by unaligned actions and mean, hurtful behavior to those outside their peer group. Too much time sitting around the conference table in non-representative teams, patting each other on the back for a self-anointed dose of group wonderfulness. Maybe come down from the mountain to spend some time in the field with disrespected riffraff that is your face to the customers and will ultimately define your success or failure. Just hurling grenades. I don't even fucking know where to begin. Right?
That was what I was looking for.
You got the benefits package?
What's a good time?
Listen, and it was, the grammar and spelling was correct. That was the only positive that I could find. It was like, hey, all right. They took some time to prove it. Okay, these are your 5 ripple starters. We just went through and we gave examples of them. These are the ripple spreaders. So, rock has been dropped in bucket. Now, these are the things that take those ripples and make them last, and bring them back up, and then make them last a little longer, and maybe re-ripple them for the sake of rippling them. My manager needs to fix this. You are not my boss. Can you believe I know something you don't know, and I can't wait to tell you? These are the ripple spreaders. Here we go. This is, what was his name? I believe this was John, the licensing guy, after the certificate issue with Christina, the instructor. Storming into his supervisor's office and saying, hey, Christina messed this up, you need to fix this problem, right? Taking the problem, the ripple has now happened, and he's taking that ripple and spreading it, right? He's handing it off to somebody else. Not my job. You better fix this. That's the ripple spreader. You're not my boss. Here's Shelly and John again. So Shelly notices that John regularly messes up the certificates. She sits him down and says, John, I really want to help you fix the certificates. It's causing a problem for our team. It's causing a problem for the company, right? Please let me help you fix these certificates. And John goes, you're not my boss. Somebody else can deal with that, right? Let them come to me if it's a problem. Don't try and help me, peer. You're my peer. Let me do my thing. This is the can you believe. This is the gossip ripple. This is the sewing circle ripple. This is the you're out in the parking lot at the end of the day and you're going to talk to each other ripple. Steve wouldn't change Terry's schedule. Steve's talking to another instructor. Can you believe it? You wouldn't change my schedule. She says, oh, so annoying. He probably wanted you to follow the rules. Right? The can you believe ... should be taken out of your lingo. What all this is doing is Terry knowing that he kind of did something wrong, but thought that it still should have been done, and now needs justification from other people that he thinks the right way. He's right, and he needs other people to tell him that he's right so that he can feel better about it. It's a selfish response to a selfish act. Okay? The ripple spread here is now he's bringing other people into the ripple. Now this person is judging Steve. Negatively, I assume. I don't know, she seems nice. The other sewing circle, the other gossip is the, I can't wait to, this thing happened and you don't know about it, and now I can't wait to tell you, now I can't wait to tell you, right? It's the gossip, it's the drama. Did you hear what Ann did? Ann got hammered on Friday night, overslept her alarm clock, and then didn't come to class. Oh my God, Ann is the worst. Let's talk more about Ann. Let's gossip about it. Let's get together and so and so. Listen, all of these are not Next Street exclusive problems. These are things when you think about your friend circle and your friend group, this probably happens, right? Happens in mine. I know it does. My wife belongs to a book club, and every time she comes back from book club, she's like, the person that lives in this house is this thing. Did you guys talk about the book? These aren't exclusive to the Next Street, but they happen here, and I don't want them to anymore. Ripple spreaders, ripple starters. Drop in the lake, spread, 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 spread. The goal here is to eliminate the drops as much as possible. Recognize they're going to happen. Be ready to get coaching on it when they do. When they do, make them as short as possible. Don't spread throughout the company because the rest of us are trying to be positive, nice, and welcome. Stop the ripples. Okay, 5 facts about ripples, the next street, and you. These are facts, not negotiable, not my opinion. They kind of are my opinion, but I'm labeling them as fact, right? They are fact. Number 1, each ripple type mentioned is toxic and does no good for anyone. All of them are bad. You cannot justify any of them, right? The systematic ripple means the next street is doing it wrong. It's toxic. We as an organization need to fix it. The others are toxic. Even when they're done unintentionally or subconsciously, they're toxic. Number 2, you, all of you, me included, everyone in this room, look around, you, all of you, everyone in this room has created or extended at least one ripple. No one is immune, myself included. So if you are sitting in your seat right now going, yeah, that other guy, nope, you included. You can all dig deep and think about a time that you caused a ripple to happen or extended a ripple. No one is immune. Number 3, this is not a you or me or him or her problem. This is not a next street problem. This isn't even a business problem. It's a global issue, right? This is a problem that exists everywhere. So, if you're kind of one of these people that is experiencing these ripples and getting annoyed about it, and you're like, well, whatever, I'll go to this other driving school. You're going to find them everywhere. The purpose of this is to minimize them here. To tell you that here, it's not allowed. Knock it off. Number 4, you can work on yourself. You have room for improvement. No one in this room is perfect. You can get better at what you do. You can get better at yourself. You can be a better friend, you can be a better spouse, you can be a better employee. It doesn't matter how good you are at any given thing, you can get better at it. That's a fact. Number 5, no individual person or group of people at the next street is intentionally making your life harder. No one's out to get you, right? Janie doesn't sit in her office in the scheduling department and write lists of ways to make you miserable. She doesn't do it. I know, I've been in her office, she's never done it. Jody doesn't think, whose day can I screw up today? This attendance seems a little wrong. Coming for you, Rachel. No one's doing it intentionally. No one. We all have jobs to do, right? We all believe in this thing that we are working on and have committed to it. No one is trying to make your life harder. It will happen. Your life will be made hard by someone in this room, probably multiple times in the future, but they're not doing it intentionally. Keep that in mind when you respond to them. All right, those are our facts. So we all agree on those. What do we need to do to address it? So problem has been presented. Let's start to get into the solution. Brain rewire. Again, this is not a next street problem. This is a humanity problem. So do I expect that we will all leave this and magically everything will be better? No, but we are going to work on these things. Here's your mindset shift number 1. Within these walls, every person is nice to each other. Change your mindset. No one is out to get you. No one is trying to be mean to you, right? Within these walls, non-negotiably, everyone is nice to each other. The words that you use, the actions that you take matter, and they can positively or negatively affect other people. Within these walls, they will positively affect them. Number 2, I will keep an open mind to coaching and help from all others. All others. Peers, if you're a 9-year veteran instructor and a 2-week-old new trainee instructor gives you feedback, that feedback can be valuable. Open yourself up to feedback from all others. Doesn't mean you have to take it, but you can open yourself up to it. Number 3, I will always raise the bar for others. I will never use the lowest common denominator as a standard. If you see someone else call a peer, you're an instructor and you see another instructor, and that other instructor does pulls something, whatever it is, and they don't get disciplined for it, or we allow it to happen in your mind, and you go, well, he's cutting corners, why should I put any extra effort in? And you use that as your standard, and instead of helping that person get better, you bring yourself down to their level, we will all sink. But if we seek to help the lowest common denominators raise the bar, then the bar keeps raising. Always, always, always. And then we all keep getting better. We all keep improving. Number 4, I will seek to understand instead of seeking to be understood. What often happens, I do this regularly, I especially do this with my wife, I'm working on it. She will come to me with an argument, and she will start talking, and I will listen to her first sentence or 2, and then I will immediately begin crafting my response. Immediately. And I will not hear the next 15 to 45 hours of what she says. Because I am crafting my response to the first 2 sentences. I am already seeking for her to understand where I'm coming from. I haven't listened to anything that's good. I do it all the time. We all do. Seek to understand before you are understood. Take time to listen to the other people that are talking to you. Put yourself into their shoes as much as possible. Licensing guides, I've asked this 100 times to you. Would you ever go out in the car and be an instructor? And across the board, people have gone, absolutely not, right? I don't want to deal with that. And instructors have said, hey, would you ever want to work in the call center? And you go, I could never do that.